Ah, this chair. I love it. Hey, good morning. Somebody's live on Facebook, it says. Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in this morning. I appreciate it. It's time for another edition of Coffee and Vinyl. Yeah, so there we go. I trust everyone's doing well. Cheers. Using the King Crimson. The elements of King Crimson. The elements of coffee. The elements of dancing. Or was it the elements of politics? Maybe it was the elements of politics. Or I can't. Oh well, I'll spend some time on Wikipedia today looking that up. Hey, anybody watch Ringdale last night? Did it seem scripted to you? I don't know, but there you go. Said it. It's over with. It's out of the way. I dropped something. I'll get it later. Yeah, so here we are. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I went to the vault and I pulled some records. Oh, let's say good morning to Carson Tucker. Good morning, Carson. Cheers. Good morning, Stephen. Cheers. Some good coffee. I'll get some more, folks. I'm at the end. Yes. So I went to the vault and I pulled some records. Some records that I wanted to share with you a little bit, and some of the records I need to price and get out there and try to make it happen. So, yeah. This was one of my favorite covers ever. One of my favorite covers. I love this record cover. Now I can tell that there used to be something here. It's dark. But on the back it says Re-Jacket. I can't make this up, folks. Re-Jacket. Replacement phonograph record jacket. Side 1, side 2. So this is the psychedelic cover. I love it. Good morning, Southeast Picker. Cheers. Thanks for joining us. Carson says King Crimson. Do you like the King Crimson, Carson? I might have an extra one of these cups. Hey, good morning, Donald. Cheers. Cheers, Donald. Good morning, Buy in Space. Cheers. I'm thinking that's Thursday. I think Carol's doing Thursday. Maybe Carol'll show up tonight. Yeah. Good morning, Richard. Cheers. So let's see what's inside this jacket. There's a record in here. Oh. So it's Simon and Garfunkel, Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. It's on the Columbia 2i. This record is maybe a G condition, folks. Maybe a G condition. Let's take a look at the matrix. So 1K. 1G, 1K. So there you go. There we go, folks. I'll put that in the free bin. But I still have this, the Re-Jacket jacket. So what I'm gonna do is I want to put this in a protective sleeve, and I can just have this around for fun. I'm doing okay, Richard. Thank you. How about you? Ready for an exciting day, whatever comes my way. Sounds like a lyric for a song. From what band? 100 Record Crate bonus points if you know. Let's see. I got this stuff right here, folks. I never played with it. Maybe tonight, maybe right now is a good time. Oh, I never loaded it. Okay, I wasn't ready, so I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do that later. Yeah. Let's see what else I'm going to pull. Oh, this is really neat, folks. I got this, and I just put it in the vault. I never did anything with it, but it's Ben Webster with strings. Nice cover. But you can see somebody put masking tape on the top and on the bottom. So I've actually been to an estate, and every record had tape on it. Shipping tape, big tape. Well, it looked nice, but it protected the jacket, but it still had tape on it. So it was done many years ago. There's nothing I can say, but fortunately, we don't have to play the vinyl. I mean, we don't have to play the jacket. It's just the vinyl. This is on the old Verve label, Norgin. But if you see that guy playing the trumpet, you'll see that on some Verve records. Now, this record is as thick as it can be, and this record is very, very rare. So the condition on this is not very good at all. It's probably a G plus, and but I'm going to clean it on the VPI, and I'm gonna play it and see how it plays. So there we go. What was that King Crimson song? Three of a Perfect Pair. I think so. I know they had 3 records that were primary, the 3 primary colors. I like the song King of the Crimson Court. I love that song, and I like hearing Greg Lake sing. I have some solo Adrian Belew, but I don't have any King Crimson. I don't even have a copy of the first album that has Court of the Crimson King. Richard, you should go to bed tonight. Yeah. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock's a good time to go to bed, Richard. I like to be in bed by 9 or 10 if possible. Sometimes it's later. So I'm going to take this record right here, folks, and I'm going to wash and clean it. If you like to look it up online, the catalog is MGN 1018. MGN 1018. I could take the heat gun and try to get this masking tape off, but let the next person. Yeah. Let the next person play with it. There we go. But sometimes when I find records and the jacket's not bad, the jacket's bad, I still look at the vinyl. And if the vinyl's great, I got a great situation. There we go. Of course, if the vinyl and the jacket's great, that's even more cool. Yeah. I have no idea who this girl is. Kathy Dalton. Boogie Bands and One Night Stands. But look at the label that it's on, folks. Does anybody recognize that label? Can anyone associate any other bands or solo artists with this label? MGN 1018. Thank you for putting that in the chat, Buy-in Space. Good morning, Kurt. Cheers. I may have asked this question before. So, Kurt, this is King Crimson, the elements of King Crimson. I may have asked this question before. You may have been here with me, Kurt. But Adrian Belew played with King Crimson. Adrian Belew did some solo records, and he's also did some stuff with Talking Heads. So the question I always have, is, does Adrian Belew sound like Talking Heads, or does Talking Heads sound like Adrian Belew? You have insomnia, not able to sleep. I fell asleep around 10 last night, woke up at 1 this morning, and haven't slept since. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Good morning, Lisa. Cheers. I forgot to highlight her name. Hold on. Yeah. There you go. Lisa lives in paradise. Yeah. Oh, I've had nights of non-sleep too before, Richard. Absolutely. And I always try not to take a nap during the day just so I can stay awake and then go to bed at night just so I can keep some type of schedule. Anyway, discreet Frank Zappa. Does anybody recognize that as Frank Zappa? So I need to research that and price it, listen to it, or something. No need. There we go. Something I just put to the back one day. Donald Davis, Live and Learn. The cover always was interesting. Storytelling circle. Which part of Talking Heads wins? Does Talking Head sound like Adrian Belew, or Adrian Belew sounds like Talking Head? Yeah, that's the question. Kathy Dalton was a folk rock group called Gas Company in '65. I Googled her. Oh, she was in a folk rock group called Gas Company. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm going to check it out. Maybe spin it. This is interesting, folks. It's just how it's, whatever reason this photograph was chosen. There he is on the back. Yeah. Could very well be a narrative record. It's on Weston Woods label in Weston, Connecticut. First guess would be Stories. We'll see. This is something I put to the side that I never got around to messing with. But it's Fly with the Travelers. Now this will look good for my transportation wall that I got going on at Raleigh and Wake Forest. But I think it's Jesus music. No, it's not Jesus music. It's a private press and it's a folk group. There you go. That's a big group though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It could be high school or college. But yeah, I have to check that out. It's doing no good sitting in the vault, folks. This can't be. It can't help anybody. Yeah. I don't know Windows machines. I can't help you there. This is something I pulled out of that store that I emptied. The Skeleton Dance. Disney, the Silly Symphony Collection. And so I don't even know why it's in the vault, but a lot of times when it's Friday evening, and it's time to open up Saturday for new arrivals and stuff like that. I just clean up really quick, and sometimes things get thrown in the vault, and then yeah. Adrian sounds like the Talking Heads because the Talking Heads is the best in the standard. That's true. However, the records that Adrian Blues on sound different than other Talking Heads records. Yeah. Stephen, I don't remember if it was Talking Head, Ted Nugent or not. I was kind of thinking Steppenwolf. Magic Carpet Ride. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. I like saving instructional records. I saved this one for a couple reasons. It's kind of an instructional record, but it's also something that I could use as a reference for later. But most likely when you bought this record player, whether it was a cabinet or a floor model or a tabletop, you got this record with it. It's Zenith Micro Touch 2G tone arm. Lightest needle pressure ever in an automatic record changer. And on the back, it has some technical data. It's just kind of neat. It is really neat stuff like this. Yeah. It's full of grooves, folks. It's got probably, it's a demonstrational record. There's some banjo stuff here. It was pressed by Columbia, so there's some Columbia artists on here. But anyway, it's just kind of neat. If you had one of these consoles and it had this, you would definitely want to have this in here. Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Didn't Zappa make his entry into pop culture when he played a bicycle on the Ed Sullivan Show? I saw a video clip of him playing a bicycle. Yeah, I'm not sure what show it's on, but it was kind of neat. Oh, Richard's going to show Carson some stuff. That's cool. Yeah. Was curious about Kathy Dalton. Did a quick listen. The Boogie Nights song was backed by Little Feat. Ah, well, you know how I like Little Feat, Lisa. You know I like Little Feat, right? Yeah. Oh yes, close. Well, Carson, he'll have to do that after he does the review or the reaction for OMD. You remember that, Richard? You were going to listen to OMD. You're going to listen to the records. OMD. Yeah. So get in line, Carson. I wish we could do stuff like that live, but I respect the copyright owners. Absolutely. Yeah. This was something I put to the side. Look at me, Jerry Halliwell. So this is a 12-inch single, but it's kind of reminiscent of the 60s. So apparently this was from a soundtrack. Boom, 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 boom. And it's got a sticker on here, which looks, oh, this is Italian, I think. There's UPC. Oh boy. And then here's that little sticker I was telling you about. Sorry, can't see it, folks. I need to look this up. She was huge in Italy. Yeah. Don't be a bum. Hit the thumb. I'm just teasing, Carson. We're waiting for Richard to listen to a lot of stuff. Yeah. But, yeah, there we go. Put those to the side because I wanted to group them together. This one's factory sealed. 3 Days That Changed the World, Don Stewart's television special. This is a Jesus record. Don Stewart Evangelistic Association out of Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah. There you go, folks. Is anybody interested in this record? Anybody in the world? Anybody in the world? Yeah. Richard, would you like to show us some vinyl that you've been, tell us in chat some vinyl you've been listening to? Yeah. America the Beautiful. Let's keep it that way. And in case you didn't get it, let's look on the back. America the Beautiful. Let's keep it that way. So this is an RCA special collector's edition. Ooh. We won't listen. We want Richard to listen to everything. No turntable. Yeah. Well, here's some artists that are on this record. I think the only reason this would ever sell is because it's just a crazy photograph of somebody dressed as Uncle Sam. This was probably released in 1976 for the bicentennial. Della Reese is on here, Arthur Fiedler, Ed Ames, Anne Margaret Alhurt, Gary Como, Peter Nero, Eddie Arnold, Chet Atkins, Robert Shaw, Kate Smith, Jack Jones, Floyd Kramer. That's it, folks. Oh, and they're all patriotic songs. Let's see if any of them. Let's see if any of these are not very kosher today. Well, I think everything's okay. Of course, Kate Smith does God Bless America. Oh, you've been listening to Michael Franks. He is so talented. Absolutely. Michael Franks is so talented. Yeah, absolutely. I watched the Ringo special, and I think Ringo had a blast. So I'm excited for Ringo. Yeah, so there you go. I found this today, but I don't know where the record is, but it's Plant Music. Plant music, folks. I hope I find the record. Music to keep your plants healthy and happy. Yeah. If you were to play a record for your plants, what would you play? What songs would you play for your plants? Folks, if you're going to get married, you might as well marry an angel. I married an angel. So it's RCA, and it says it's volume 4 for Hi-Fi Living. And I love this image on the back, folks. I think that would make a great image for a television. I mean, for a t-shirt. Yeah. The only thing is that the record player almost looks like they're putting it in the freezer. Yeah. All is well. All is well. Yeah. What do you think of Michael Franks, Stephen? What does everyone else think of Michael Franks? Cheers. Michael does some good new age music, I think. I really enjoyed it, especially for the circumstances. Was that, Carson, was that Dave Grohl and Ben Harper? Yeah, it was Richard's party. I mean, not Richard Party. Yeah, Richard. It was Ringo's Party. So there you go. This is a 12-inch single, Gina. Give me some love. I need to check this out. A lot of dance music up there, folks. That's for sure. And in the 80s and 90s, we had tons of 12-inch singles. Tons and tons and tons of 12-inch singles, which was really cool. It wasn't Ben Harper and David Grohl. So Sheena E. Oh, was it Guy Clark Jr.? I think Guy Clark Jr. did something last night. I can't remember which one he did. This is Patti Page, folks. This is Patty Duke, folks. Sorry about that. And somebody put their name on the cover of Val. 3492. I wonder if that was her college dorm. Oh, Gary Clark Jr. Yeah. Here you go. Did the second come together? Yes, yes. Here you go. I gather you watched it too, Donald. It is soft stuff. Yeah. He's real popular. His stuff sells. Patty Duke. I understand she had a television show, or she was in a television show, or there was a television show based on her life, or I don't know. Patty Duke show. We had a local band called the Patty Duke Syndrome. And that's how I learned about Patty Duke. If you guys like Boston, this guy used to be in Boston, if I'm not mistaken. And there's several people from Boston on here. So it sounds like another Boston album. The singer from Boston is on here. And I don't know everything about it, but it's good to listen. It's almost like listening to another Boston record. I love these little 10-inch records, folks. This is Duke Ellington. Songs originally presented by Duke Ellington and his famous orchestra. So sometimes these little 10 inches would be almost the same as the LP, except it might be minus in a song or two. There you go, folks. They're really neat. Somebody decided to put duct tape, I mean, not duct tape, but masking tape there. It's not dry. Yeah. So yeah, they're fun. They're fun records. There's some contemporary records that are released on 10-inch. Today is the day. Today is the deadline for my RSD drop order. Yeah, record store day drop one. Aerosmith songs out there have big 10-inch records. That is so true. Good morning, Chris. Cheers. Aerosmith song out there. Big 10-inch record of the blues. So fun. Whip out my big 10-inch record of the song that plays the blues. I think this is Pop Psych or Bubblegum. I got to listen to it one day. I kind of threw it in the back because the cover looks so interesting. And I've also seen this a record by the same band that they're in a junkyard with instruments. So yeah, Jerry Cossonets and Jeff Katz. Super Circus, yeah. Hey Carson, speaking of listening to records, did you listen to the OMD? I think you were here for that conversation. Joe Cocker. Now I know why it's in the back. Oh well. This always reminds me of Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. I wonder if it's the same photographer, but this is Niles Rogers when he was part of this band, Cheek or Chick. It's a good record, folks. If you like the Niles, you like this. Bernard Edwards was also really, really good. Absolutely. But it has a song, Good Times. You know, Niles went on and worked with David Bowie and Daft Punk, and he just went on and on and on and on. It's got the correct inner sleeve. It's got a second inner sleeve, which means most likely it was cleaned on the VPI. Tell you folks, you can clean these records on the VPI and they're just like magnets. They go, and the next thing you know, it's full of dust. Yeah. See if it's flat. All right, it's flat. Yay. I like a flat record. They sound good. That's for sure. Speaking of which, I got to place an order today. So if I order today, I'll get it on Friday. And then I'll have them for Saturday for not only Raleigh, but for Wake Forest. Yes. So I got to get busy on that. Niles did a lot of stuff. Oh, he did? Oh, boy. I have to revisit Duran Duran. Niles is like super talented. Yeah. Yeah. And plus, he did a lot of stuff that a lot of people just don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have to revisit the Duran Duran. Tons of Duran Duran behind me. I like the Duran and the Duran. That's for sure. Yeah, I'll put this in a bag. Sometimes I just don't like to go into two sleeves inside of a jacket. Don't want to break the seam of the jacket. Yeah. There we go. I want your love. Wow. I did not know that. Maybe that's how Power Station. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like Robert Palmer. I like the record he has with the meters, where the meters played. Yeah. Folks, I'm getting to the end of my pile. I hope you guys have some stuff to talk about. Yeah. It's going to be 33 minutes. Cheers. We could always play Record Crate bonus points trivia, rock trivia. Actually, I might just do that right now. Okay, folks. Let's see if we can earn some points. I love doing this, folks. Oh, why don't we start with the Beatles? Let's see where we are, the Beatles. Does anybody ever heard some Beatles? Yeah, rest in peace, Robert Palmer. He was really cool. Yeah. Let's see if Richard's here. I think he likes the Beatles. I think he probably might know a song or two. John Lennon's "My Mummy's Dead" was set to what nursery rhyme? John Lennon had a song, "My Mummy's Dead." What nursery rhyme was that set to, folks? We're playing rock trivia for just a couple of rounds. Maybe I should find all the hard Paul McCartney songs and questions. Yeah. This is a promo. All right, Timestamp comes in with 3 blind mice. Congratulations, Timestamp. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Cheers. Timestamp knew that answer. Here we go, folks. This is a promo. 3 church unsold. 3 church members found. on sold albums. See, I need to reach out to Stephen over at School Kids. He loves the church and he works with Piper. And I think Dave, Final Champion Dave Brashear likes them also. Most likely this is for radio stations. Yeah. Marty Wilson Piper is who Stephen works with. Oh, it's an interview. Exclusive interview. It's not flat. However, it's pretty rare. I'm sure Stephen would like it anyway. Stephen, if you're watching, reach out. Yeah. Cheers. Thank you, timestamp. Oh, yeah. So I'll reach out to Stephen. Stephen's a cool cat. Yeah. Well, let's see if I can grab another song. Another question. What pop artist animated Yellow Submarine? What pop artist animated Yellow Submarine? Hey, good morning, Alice E. Records. Cheers. Nice to have you here. All right. This is a keeper, folks. I'm gonna show you something special about this record. Very close. It's Peter Max. Congratulations, El Camino. You win 100 Record Crate bonus points. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to show you something very special about this record, folks. Ron Campbell. Ron Campbell. So this is Howard Jones. Cross that line. It's got a hype sticker. Play it, say it. It's also got a hype sticker featuring these songs. And then it also has another sticker that says, pressed on vinyl, high quality audio file. Okay. You also see that it's got a saw cut right here. You see that? All right. This is where sometimes people don't believe me when I tell them. I'm going to show you the vinyl. Here's a vinyl, folks. This is Specialties Record Company pressing. Yeah. All right. I wish it was in better condition, but it's probably a VG plus at times. And here we go, folks. This is a gold stamp promo. Yeah, so that just goes to show that these were also used for cutouts, cut corners were also used for promotional items. And that's why we see so many of them out there in the world, folks. But don't ever be afraid to buy a cutout, a cut corner, a hole punch, an ice pick punch. Not at all. But anyway, really good record, folks. I recommend Howard Jones for everyone. It's got a seam split right here. I don't care. But wonderful 80s pop music. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. This is on the Cook label. They were so proud of themselves that they call themselves Cook Laboratories. But this is it's in rough condition. It's the Steel Band Clash. Cook was the label that brought us a record that had a left channel groove and a right channel groove, but they were spaced apart. And you had two arms on this particular turntable, and it played, one side would be left, one side would be right, and it would play them like that. I need to see if I can find an image and demonstrate this. I have some of their records, but it's been a while since I visited them. Let's see, what were they called? They were called something. New tab, please. Cook dual arm turntable. Aha, here we go. Alrighty, I'm going to share the screen, folks, so you can see it also. There you go. So there's actually one song on this record. And it has a dual tone arm. And so one head is playing right channel, one hand's playing left channel. And this before we had stereo. And they just used two different amplifiers to recreate that. You also see that there's a third arm on there. And you could, if you wanted to play a record that was not a binaural record, you could do that. Yeah, isn't that neat? I have some of those records, but I have some of those records, but I never had the player. Yeah, so interesting. I have a Fish Lawn Boy that is punched on Absolute Go-Go, got for $5. I think when that record came out, radio stations just weren't gravitating to it. It's kind of like Blues Travel. It wasn't until the Herd Festival that Blues Travel got popular on radio. And it didn't stay on college radio long before it went to G105. Anyway, so this is a Cook record, Cook Laboratories. It's called Microfusion. I have swallowed a frog, folks. Pardon me. Anyway, it's just a cool record. Cool record to show. When I first saw it, I thought maybe it was a cruise ship record, if you would, or you visited the Bahamas or something, and you got it. I had a Fish Lawn Boy record one time. All right, now what's going on here? Yeah, I love Technomon. He's cool. He would. If you guys haven't, Technomon has a wonderful, wonderful video channel, wonderful channel, YouTube channel, and he shows us lots of cool things, which is great. But also like his presentation, his humor, and he's just a cool cat. I got my I call them earbuds, but I got my listening device based upon his recommendation. Yeah. You should get money for that. You should be able to play them, record them with Audacity and blend the two tracks. If you feel like it's free. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. You could play it with your your current setup and then put them together. That's a good idea. Good morning to Hip Chicks. Thanks for joining me. Cheers. I know that Two Hip Chicks earned some record crate bonus points. Let's see if we can get another one going on. I'm going to do my category art rock, which is my favorite category. Ooh. I've only had one record by this group, and I have it. In 1976, US and UK single for Cockney Rebel was titled Make Me Blank. So Cockney Rebel had a 1976 hit not only in the UK, but in the USA. And it was titled Make Me Blank. Make me. Just amazing. Carson, you probably would appreciate Tecmone. I think you would. I guess I subbed to Tecmone maybe 3 years ago, and it's always interesting. It's always exciting when I get an alert that he's posted a new record, new video. Yeah, so it's kind of neat. Alerts, folks. Alerts, 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 alerts. So, Two Hip Chicks, do you play vinyl, or are you a vinyl person? No clue. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe I'll go back to Beatles. Oh, you've discovered Tecmone. Yeah, he's awesome. Absolutely. I guess you did discover him because you mentioned that was timestamp I mentioned. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Let's do another Beatles. See if Richard's on his toes this morning. See if he's still awake. He should do the puppet show like he used to do at the end. Those puppet shows are so funny. Gosh, I think he could go in syndication with that. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, here we go, folks. The Beatles. Which Beatle played bass guitar? Which Beatle played bass guitar? Yep, I have a Project turntable and I love it. Well, congratulations. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. What color is your Project? Carson says Paul. Carson, I'm looking the full name. Paul who? Come on now. My eye isn't open. Paul McCartney, congratulations. Donald Drew comes in with Paul. So yeah, 100 for Carson, 10 for Paul, for Donald. My eye is wanting to be droopy this morning. My bathroom is getting redo right now. Finally, you're going to get a turntable in your bathroom. Congratulations, Alan. George did play. Yeah, absolutely. I got a feeling there's a lot of stuff played on those Beatles records by George Martin that we'll never know about. Yeah. Hey, morning, nighttime, afternoon, doesn't matter with me, Donald. I can't type either, but it's okay. I know what I'm thinking. Nobody else does. Yeah, Project from the Black? I mean, from the 80s? Wow. Yeah. I had a Project one time. I sold it. Now I have a Project up in Wake Forest. See if I got to check it out and see if it works properly. So Project 3, which I think was the first Project that they made available for sale. But the debut Carbon I had was red, and it was very nice. I just couldn't keep a red turntable, folks. Yeah, I couldn't do it. If it was black, I probably would have kept it. If it was white, I would have kept it. But I like my Crosley C6, which is full of Project components. Don't tell nobody, folks. Don't tell nobody. Yeah. Yeah, I like Project. Very cool. Yeah. So what are you guys listening to? What have you played in the last few days other than spent 1 hour, 7 minutes watching somebody's birthday celebration? What have you guys been spinning on your table? You know? Yeah. Oh, Alan, I got to share with you an ad. Somebody threw up on Craigslist that they have um, a Bing& and Olufsen system, not only the turntable, but speakers and the receiver and maybe a CD player. They said it's a project, needs repair, $50. If the economy wasn't like it is, I would jump all over it and just to get the turntable. It's not your table, it's not my table, but it is a Bang& Olufsen table. Yeah, and I got a feeling it doesn't have a stylus. I think the guy knows. He said he bought it, put it in the garage, and just doesn't have time to fix it. He could have know about the stylus. He could have removed the stylus. I have no idea. Yeah. So there you go, folks. I love Bang& Olufsen. I really do. I wish I had a whole Bang & Olufsen set up. I like the ones where it's got the tilted silver, like the receiver and the cassette deck and CD player. Everything is tilted, and it looks good on your credenza where it's tilted. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. Well, Alan, I hope your redo gets redone really good and cool things like that. I don't think Richard's with us anymore, folks. Or he just doesn't know who the bass player is for the Beatles, and he's just being quiet. Yeah, it's a lot, Carson. It's a lot of work, but the speakers are. I think he said they're 5.5 feet tall, and the surrounds need redoing. And I didn't do any research. I was just like, eh. He said he works in Raleigh, so he could bring it with him, and I could sneak over there and get it from his work. But nah. Let's see. Two Ipshiks. Oh, after the Ringo birthday show, I was in a Beatle mood, so I watched the movie yesterday. Wow, I've yet to see that, so hopefully it's a really good movie. I have been chewing through my hundreds of 45s, recording some to MP3 and listening to others. Oh wow, very cool. I love 7 inches. I love singles. It takes a special person to play those, but it is fun to play them. I love the picture sleeves. I love the fact that you can see a band in the 90s and they had a 7 inch for sale on their table and you'll pick it up. And when I was at the radio station in the 90s, we got tons of sevens. I mean, tons. I'd be going through more. Oh, tonight. I was going to say tonight I'm gonna go live and I'm probably going to do a vinyl sell. I was in Selma yesterday and I took a bunch of stuff down, and I'm trying to empty one of the bins in the vault because I'm gonna take the vault that bin down to Selma and take more records there. Trying to clear some things out here in Raleigh. If I can get more things out of here, more things off the floor, I might be able to let 2 people in at a time for crate digging. And during this economy, during this crisis, and I hope everyone is safe. Please be safe, folks. Please be safe. Please be safe. Yeah. Yeah. My cup is almost empty, folks. Why is coffee so good? Why does it taste so good? I had a Bing & Olufsen turntable. I got rid of it because they were going to stop making cartridges for it. Wish I kept it because cartridges are still available. I like Origo P3s also. Yeah. Yeah. I like Bing & Olufsen also. They're very dainty, if you would. You have to be very, very careful with them. And last night I was playing, and there's something going on in my Marantz. I got to, sounds like an output filter is going bad. The cool thing about having vintage gear, folks, you have to have backups, because when it goes down and you have to take it down and take it apart and diagnose things, you have to have something else to put in its place. So yeah, vintage audio is great, and it sounds great, and when it's working, it's great. Did I say it's great? And so there you go. I've been on the lookout for a Riga P2. P3 are nice too, or P3 are nicer. Yeah, so there you go. Yeah, but there's lots of cool turntables, folks. Steve Guttenberg said, I know tons of people who have incredible records, and they have a library of this record and this record and this record, and they buy the audiophile presses, and they buy this and they buy that, but their turntable is crap, and it just, he says, destroy vinyl. He says their turntable's crap, it just destroys vinyl every time they play it, and the speakers are horrible. And he says, and I know some people that have an incredible turntable, wonderful hi-fi, wonderful speakers, and they have 10 records. There you go. If you got 10 records and they're 10 special records, and when you play them, they sound like $1 million, is it worth it? It's worth it. So it's not always the quantity, folks. I think more quality. And I'm guilty of picking up stuff and keeping it just because it's rare, and I can play it on my Caliphone, or I can play it on a another system. Absolutely. And protect my vintage styluses that I have that I can't afford to replace. I can afford a Chinese replacement stylus, but I can't afford to replace a vintage one. Yeah, folks, I've been here an hour. No, Steve. It was Steve Guttenberg. I like Steve. Steve has a wonderful ear. Michael does too, but Steve, Steve is cool. He actually said it yesterday when I was driving back to the city from Selma. Him and his wife were on live, and I was listening to him. Now, is that his right name, Steve Guttenberg? Is that right, Donald? I think you and I have spoke about him before, the audiophiliac. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think it's Steve Guttenberg. I like him. I've learned a lot from him. The last thing I listened to was a comp CD of Buddy Holly. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of Buddy Holly there's a few songs I say we know, but a few songs that are more known, a few songs that are played more. But there's some really good songs by Buddy Holly. That wasn't, what is it? Fast forward 60 years later, 70 years later, and still a lot of those really good songs just aren't being, you have to listen to the whole record to hear them. Anyway, Michael Framer, Steve Guttenberg, they both share a lot of things with us, a lot of good things. They do. Steve Guttenberg does a video every day, posted on YouTube. Steve stays in his New York City apartment that's full of coolness. Who is this Herb guy? I have no idea who this Herb was. I was like, who is Herb? But I was driving back from Selma listening to it. It was really cool. It was neat to see his wife, and she seems like a sweetheart. Here's Steve, and he wears these cool batik shirts and has his hair and his stylish glasses. They're kind of like mine, only mine are for reading, and his are bigger. And I think they're called the P3s or something. And he's just like, New York City cool. And his wife's like, hello everyone. And she just seems so cool herself. Yeah. I got to discover who Herb is. Robin, is that his wife? Is that Steve's wife's name? But oh, and then Ken Metcalf. I like him a lot. I've learned tons from him. She does. Robin makes most of those shirts for him. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, how about that? How about that? Yeah, I like that. And I would love to visit Ken's apartment. And I hope everybody's doing well up there in New York. And I can't say when Ken last posted a video. I need to go check and get caught up to date. Usually I'll watch 4 or 5 of his videos in a row after he posts several. But Ken's originally from North Carolina, so there you go, Ken. Robin makes most sense. Yeah, it's awesome. What a wife. Yeah. And she's got to be a special person to not only make those cool shirts, but appreciate the fact that he has all this wonderful equipment, and some stuff comes in and he'll test it and review it and listen to it for a while, and then he ship it away and get more stuff in. So not only have his speakers to listen to store, he also has these new speakers and then the boxes. And so yeah. Herb is a hilarious reviewer on Stereophile who has characters in his reviews. He makes stereo reviews fun. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome, Carson. What else are we not sharing with each other? What other channels that we know about that we may also follow or visit, and some that we may not know that we follow and visit that are good? That's for sure. Yeah, there's just so much good stuff out there, folks. There really is. Yeah. Anyway, that said, I'm gonna get out of here, folks. I'm gonna see if I can make some things happen today and do what I can to generate some income. Yeah. Work on this eye. Try to do some exercises, keep it open. Yeah. So there you go, folks. Hey, I really appreciate you joining me, and was emailing with someone. Perhaps they'll be with us next week. Alan, I gotta get you back on here as a guest, and then when the time is right and the moon is just right overhead, have some other people. Zero Fidelity. She came up with the idea of the headphone tree. Oh wow, that's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Gosh, that CD rack looks like it's going to fall any second now behind Steve. Yeah, Zero Fidelity. I'll check that out. New Record Day. Is that a channel, or are you saying today is a new record day? Yeah, absolutely. It is a new record day. Whether it's a channel or today is a new record day. But hey, thank you guys so much. I'm discovering more and more people. I'm going to enter a contest. I was going to use Carson, but Carson surpassed 100 now, so I'm going to have to. I found this other guy who subbed to me that I'm going to use him as a reference for someone with a YouTube video channel, YouTube record channel that has less than 100 subs. So there we go. And then, hey, I'm creeping up to 500, folks. When I have a 500 subs, I'm going to do a contest. So there you go. Hey, take care, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a blast. Be cool. Enjoy your records. Be safe, and be safe to other people. All right, take care. See you soon. He's lucky he doesn't live in an earthquake. Oh, gosh. That would be, I could see those CDs go. Yeah. And so there you go. There you go.